YouTube, welcome back to the OTB Sports YouTube channel. We're back with another league recap. We're going to look into the games. Couple good, big divisional games coming up on Sunday. Also going to talk a little bit of NBA. Let's start with the primetime game last night. B-Bug, Lions, Cowboys. The Cowboys, it's an endless cycle. They play ass. They show you a little some. You expect them to be back, and then they play ass again, and then it's just an endless cycle. We saw that happen again last night, and I mean, it was kind of a joke. I just want to start off with this. George Pickens, you're a clown, my guy. And you're a Georgia boy. I love George Pickens. I think he is class, but that was a joke. Like every single route that he ran last night was at 25% effort. And he gave up on a lot of balls. He wasn't in it. And this is the GP from the Steelers. Like the GP we thought was in the rearview mirror. George Pickens is back and he's causing problems and he's being George Pickens. And if I'm the Cowboys, I'm grabbing this film and I'm putting it in the vault. And when your ass is ready to negotiate after we franchise tag your ass and you're ready to ask for the top dollar, we're gonna show you that film and we're gonna say, GP, do you really fucking believe that you deserve to get paid like that after putting? And I know it's just one game, but it's not just about one game. This is what he does. This is what he's known for. It's not like that he's a bad player or whatever. This is it. Like he'll choose a game. And how embarrassing too if you're George Pickens in a must-win season on the line. You've been a good boy all year long. This is the game that you decide to pull this shit. You've been good. Like I said, you've been a good boy all year. You've been listening. You've been listening to your coaches, not causing any fits, not getting into any beefs with your teammates. No crazy interviews. You know what I mean? Like attitude, body language looks good. And in the biggest game of the year, where your team needs you the most, absolute must-win, season on the line, playoffs on the line, you pull this. You pull the classic GP. And why? Because CD was getting fed early? Is that why, Brian? Tell me. Is that why? Because CD was eating, right? CD was eating. He had 120 and he left the game in like the first 2 minutes of the third quarter, and he already had 120. So that we hear all year long, oh, GP's not jealous of CD, like they're a duo, this and that. I gotta beg to differ now.
It's tough for me. Maybe he doesn't deserve it given his history, but I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt for this week and this week only.
Now that the season's over, you're gonna give him the benefit of the doubt.
when
Now,
you go to a new team, you gotta forget your past. Can't be talking about your old ex when you get in the new relationship. So I'm gonna give him that. This is
all
week
right.
14. He's had 13 great weeks. We've heard nothing out of him, which was a surprise to everyone when he first signed in Dallas. We were like, oh, it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
Obviously, you got CeeDee Lamb, they're gonna be feuding. So I think I think he needs a lot more respect and credit for how he's handled having CeeDee Lamb and the targets he demands and the attention that he gets from defense to pretty much just supersede it. And almost now there's a question of who's actually the best receiver on the team. So I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. Yesterday was ugly. With Pickens, obviously we've seen his history, but now that the Cowboys are pretty much eliminated, they have what, 8% chance to make the playoffs.
Yeah, like 9%. It's over.
Yeah, they're going to have to win out. And get some help from other teams. That's not happening. So
Yeah.
I think it's going to be some questions come this offseason because I don't believe George Pickens will play under the franchise tag. I really don't. I don't think he deserves to play on it. I think he's proven that he could be a number one receiver in Pittsburgh. He had horrible QB play. You finally get him a good quarterback, and this is what he's doing. So I think Jerry Jones probably should have been offering him a contract 2-3 weeks ago, in my opinion. But we know how Jerry works. But if you want to get in a little bit to this game, because I know we just kind of strayed off and just kind of took shots at Pickens.
I had a tear. I got another thing to say too about another player, but I'm gonna let you go, and then I got somebody else I got to rip.
Yeah, yeah. So I'll just start with the Lions too. Even though they won, we both liked the Lions yesterday. I think I like them to cover easily.
Yeah.
But I think their season's now cooked too. You look at that defense. I know the Cowboys' prolific offense, probably top three. Some may say the best offense in the league, but they got absolutely ran through, passed on. Like it's
That
dark,
was
man. You
one of
look at
the
the injuries.
worst defensive performances from both teams. Like
Yeah,
that
I
was
mean,
the worst.
almost
Like
80 points combined in a must-win game for both teams. To get that type of effort from your defense, it's a it's kind of it's heartbreaking,
yeah.
honestly, if you're a fan of either,
Yeah.
because you're looking at that game. If you're a Lions fan, we won this game, but we are cooked. This
Mhm.
defense is
Mhm.
decimated with injuries. You look at the secondary. Brian Branch yesterday, we just found out he goes out with a torn Achilles. So
Yeah.
you're going to lose probably your best safety, your best tackling safety. Kirby Joseph, he's been dealing with injuries all season. Obviously, Terrion Arnold's out. Hutchinson still coming off that leg. He looks great at times. Other times he
Mhm.
doesn't. So this defense overall is just inconsistent, and I don't believe they could be a contender in the playoffs if they do make the playoffs.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. I think that the Lions are in trouble. And not only that, DJ Reed single-handedly the worst. I am not I'm not exaggerating. DJ Reed's performance last night was one of the worst performances I have ever seen with my own two eyes. Me
I don't
watching a
know.
football game. Listen, DJ Reed let CD Lamb get 105 yards in two quarters. They took DJ Reed off of him and said, "All right, go guard somebody else." Flag, 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 ball in the air, can't find it, panic, grab, flag, 120 yards here, 100 yards there. This guy put on it was his literal career worst, like statistically his career worst. I think it's up there for one of the worst performances I've seen from a DB. Like
Wow.
getting cooked, like every time I look up, there's Reed getting cooked. And the Lions are incompetent for leaving him one, not just him, leaving they play man coverage. That's what they do. But with how banged up they are, you just got to change the approach. And they didn't. And they won, but you let up 30 points. And I'm watching the game and I hear Kirk Herbstreit talking about this defense stepped up, this and that. Where? They were playing like trash, and they're lucky that the Cowboys also played like trash. And another thing to touch on the Cowboys, I know we were talking about, Quinton Williams, brand new defense. They look completely new from last in run D to first in run D after making the trade, which was facts. But you go into this game, and what happens? You got Gibbs, one of the best running backs in the league. Montgomery, too, one of the probably the best running back duo in the league. Montgomery, first carry of the game, up the gut, right up to Quillen Williams' face, 35-yard touchdown. Gibbs off the edge, they couldn't catch him. And a thing about the Lions I like a lot that they're doing, they're starting to use Gibbs more in that CMC role. He's like a receiver now. He's getting like fucking 8 catches a game. Like, I love that they're doing that. That's an extension of their run game. And it proves that the Cowboys still need some help. They need a linebacker. They need an elite linebacker. They need somebody on that outside because the Lions proved that, hey, if Quinton Williams is plugging up the middle, you can gash these guys on the outside. No problems at all. And that's exactly what they did. And the Lions handled them. Like the Cowboys just looked flat. And this is think about the Philly game. They got their ass whooped, and then all of a sudden, out later in the game, they got together. It was the same thing here, and it's just too little,
Yeah.
too late. And that's the story of the game and the story of their season, and that is why they will be home at Cancun watching other teams play from their sofa. It's just
Yeah,
the truth.
definitely. The offense, no questions about the offense. They can put up 40 any given week. Saw them yesterday using the quick game a lot. You mentioned with Gibbs, just getting those DBs in conflict because I don't know if you mentioned DJ Reed. Somebody I thought that had just as bad a performance was Bland.
Yeah,
Bland was
and
getting
he's supposed
cooked.
to
He
be
could
their
not
guy.
he
DJ
could
Reed's
not
not the
tackle.
Lions guy, but Bland
And
is.
yeah, and I think that's a problem because I don't think Bland's good. I don't think he's ever been good. I think he had a great season with them pick sixes. Giving him that, that takes skill. Read the ball, take it to the house. But covering on a consistent basis is not his forte. He cannot tackle. There was times he had Gibbs. Gibbs putting him in the dirt, and he's not even touching Gibbs. He's just falling on the ground. This is a guy they chose to pay over Micah. You
Yeah.
know, right after Micah Parsons was traded,
Yep.
Bland was paid within the week.
That was the only
$90
way they were
million.
going to be able to pay him.
Yeah, I wouldn't have paid him. Sorry, but
And speaking
that's
of
just a
their
bad miss.
DBs, speaking of the Cowboys DBs,
Yeah,
I saw something that's like really obviously they're trash, but even more worrying than that, their pick merchant Trayvon Diggs. I know he's been out, but I was watching the game and they were saying that he's been out for over a month with a concussion. A month. I can't really remember. I mean, obviously, besides like Tua, which is like an anomaly, like he got like 4 in like 2 weeks. So like
yeah,
can't even count that. But like that's a long time to be out with a
yeah.
with like I wonder if something else is going on or what. They need him
Could
back
be. I'm not sure
desperately.
of his contract or I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't. Yeah, I don't know about
It's too
that.
late though. It's too little, too late. They're not making the playoffs, and I agree
No.
with you. I told you last episode, the Lions are not making the playoffs. Now, with this win, they're like I think a 45%, 50% chance that they do make it. I still think they won't. I still think they'll find a way to miss it. Shout out to Amon Ra, played hurt. Love to see it. Didn't miss a step. He looked good. Sealed the deal at the end of the game with a huge like you don't see plays like that being made on anybody but like the Cowboys defense, honestly. Like those just huge like this was the problem before they got Quentin Williams. Quentin Williams comes, they have a couple good games. Everybody thought they were back. It's the cycle we talk about. Everybody thought they were back. They weren't. They get their ass kicked. Speaking of the Lions, let's talk about something that correlates and is very important to their success. The Bears and the Pack. That is going to be the game of the week. Um, and I think that the Packers, first of all, the Packers, we know they struggled with, if you want to call easy teams, right? Like bad teams. They had a lot of games where they struggled against bad teams. But the Packers offense, I feel like, kind of like in that Vikings game you saw, we talked about it. You play JJ McCarthy, you know he's not going to be able to put up points. Let's just run the ball down their throat, play defense, get out of there, protect Jordan Love. You know what I mean? And I think that the Packers offense is going to start to heat up, and we're already seeing it. They are great, excellent on third down. And I think that Jordan Love is officially off fraud watch. I think Jordan Love, I'm ready to say it. Jordan Love is an elite quarterback. Elite.
Yeah.
Qu- Jordan Love is an elite QB in the NFL. He has
Is he an
this.
elite QB or does he have elite traits?
He's
There's a
a,
difference.
he's always had the traits, but now today, as I sit here on December 5th, I'm telling you, Jordan Love is an elite quarterback.
Is
Elite.
Dak Prescott elite?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just
I'm
making
putting.
sure.
I got Jordan Love up there with Dak.
Yeah, and I don't think Dak's elite. So that's where
Wow.
I
Wow.
mean, the dude has 2 playoff wins in 12 years. I'm
I
not gonna
know,
call
but
that
but
elite.
the
He's
roster.
got the talent. He's had the teams. I'm not gonna do the roster thing. Dak has had the teams.
All
He's
right.
always had the teams. Up until maybe this season and last season, his teams have probably been carried by him. But he was carried for all of his career up until probably about
You could
year
say that.
6 or so.
You could say that.
So if you want to call Jordan Love elite, I'm not there yet. He also has what, 1 playoff win? I know this is only his 3rd year, but he's infamous for beating the Cowboys in the playoffs. Who isn't? You know?
Yeah.
So it's just something I don't think he's a bad quarterback. I do think he's like top 10 to 12 quarterback in the league with potential to, get lower to that top 6 echelon. But I got to see more in the playoffs. He's too inconsistent. You did carve up the Lions, so that is good on Thanksgiving. But we just saw that defense is trash.
Yeah.
You're not playing the Bears this week, who also have a bad defense. The Bears do lead the league in takeaways, so that is a key thing to see. If Jordan Love, he hasn't turned the ball over much this year, but in the games they have lost, it's come from him turning the ball over. So we will see if the Bears can find a way to turn him over. I know Ben Johnson, he's raved about beating this Green Bay Packers team twice a year. He said, I want to keep doing it. I want to
Yeah.
keep busting LaFleur's ass. He can't fuck with me.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see if this team. I like the Bears this week. I
Wow.
think they're going.
Really?
Yeah. So we'll save
Really?
that for the
Okay. All right. All right. Okay.
picks.
Okay.
But yeah,
Okay.
I got some things that we'll talk about there. But I do like the Bears. But yeah, I'm expecting this to be a really good game.
Let me ask you. Let me ask you something. All right. Blind. A little bit of a blind test, blind question here. Um. So there's a quarterback in the NFL who is dead last in completion percentage. What's his team's record? If you were to just guess, a
And he's
team with
dead last.
a team with a quarterback who is, I am talking dead last, like Dylan Gabriel, Cam Ward are better in completion percentage than this guy.
Well, I don't know if we're counting Shador, but I think his completion percentage is like 50.
Shador's is better.
I know Caleb's is like what 58. Is that who you're talking about?
Caleb
Does he have the
Williams,
worst completion percentage in the league?
bottom of the league. Like I'm talking last.
Yeah, that's
58%.
surprising. Is that
50,
really last? 58's last?
58 is last. Dylan Gabriel, 59. Cam Ward, 59. Trevor Lawrence, 59. Joe Flacco, Bo Nix, 60. Justin Fields, 62. And they are 9-3. Give Ben Johnson coach of the year today. Like I don't need to see the rest of the season. They are winning. The same way that I chew up Trevor Lawrence, I got to keep it fair and I got to chew up Caleb. Now look, he doesn't turn the ball over. That's the difference. And that's a huge difference. Don't get it fucked up. Trevor Lawrence is trash. Like garbage. But he turns the ball over and that's part of why he's so awful. Caleb is not awful. It's there. Like I can see it a little bit now. I admit at the beginning I was saying I don't see it. I can see it. The problem is that when you look at a quarterback, you can't just say like, "Oh, he's trash," because he doesn't turn the ball over. That's like 80% of being a young quarterback, like a good young quarterback. You don't turn the ball over. The fact that they're winning in spite of Caleb's really, let's be honest, he hasn't been playing great football. Let's just keep it a stack.
Yeah.
Even in the Eagles game, he didn't have the best game. He did have that nice little layer touch pass. That was really nice. But besides that, I mean, it was a bad game. And for Ben Johnson to be doing this with his guy, it makes me think we're like moving into the time I feel like of the Colts 49ers method of get a guy who's serviceable under center, right? And let's just stack the hell out of the team around him. We won't pay him so much to where we're tied up like a Joe Burrow situation with the Bengals. Like they are in a shithole now because of that. And there's really no way out for them. I think the Bears are going to do the same with Caleb Williams. And I think that that's the move. I think you're going to see teams start to do it over and over. And I think that Caleb Williams is the type of guy and the type of player to be okay and actually prefer to give up some money so that they can stack the team around him. And I think that that's what they're going to do because I don't think that Caleb Williams is going to be a Patrick Mahomes or a Josh Allen, a Joe Burrow that can just will you to wins. Like, I don't think he's going to be that. But I think that if you stack the shit out the team around him, get a couple more guys on defense, get a pass rusher. I mean, that's really what they need. They need a pass rusher bad. And they need help on defense. But if he's going to get better, he's going to keep getting better. But it's impressive. Like with Ben Johnson, like I'm ready to say it. I can't remember a better hire in like the last decade. Am I tripping? Like,
Maybe Vrabel.
oh yeah, but see the reason
Maybe
why I can't say that I wouldn't put Vrabel over Ben Johnson right now is because of just the schedule. I feel like the Bears are in probably arguably the toughest division, and let's be real, the Patriots had a cupcake schedule. Now, don't get me wrong, if Vrabel goes and they fucking win the Super Bowl, obviously give him Coach of the Year. But I'm just saying what Ben Johnson's done, it's impressive, and I do agree Vrabel is a great hire too, but I can't think of another high. That's a home run hit. Like, tell me what you think about the Bears going forward, and where do they shake up? Because you got the Lions. I feel like they're trending down, and now you got the
Definitely.
Bears. They look like they're ready to pop off.
Yeah, this is a pivotal week for me in my take on the Bears and their projections for the rest of the season. I believe if this is a game, and I don't even necessarily think they have to win the game for me to get my, not that I matter, but like my seal of approval. Um, I
Hey,
think this is a game that
You're a Bears insider,
I got.
a consultant, if you will.
You might be able to say that, but yeah, I think this is a game. I just want to see how competent they are. I mean, I know we mentioned Caleb and his poor accuracy issues, which I didn't really think was going to be too big of a problem like it is. Like as you
It's a
can see,
problem.
I was shocked when you told me he was dead last. Like I knew he was 58%, but I didn't realize that was dead last in the league because it doesn't seem like he's playing that bad to me. Obviously, you look
Yeah,
at this
eye
Bears
test wise, it's
offense.
not terrible. It's
Yeah,
not terrible.
but that is a lot has to do with this team is number one in the NFL in rushing. So you look at this, and this is what Ben Johnson has proven. These young coaches, we've mentioned this before. These young coaches, Lafleur,
Yeah.
Shanahan, Steichen. Obviously, we're mentioning Ben Johnson. They like to run the ball,
Oh yeah.
and Ben
Oh yeah.
Johnson. It's what he did in Detroit. This is why they drafted a Gibbs to pair him up with Montgomery. You're seeing the same thing now with DeAndre Swift, a running back he had in Detroit before he was traded to Philly, and then now he's on Chicago. So you get Monungai, the rookie, love a good rookie running back that can give you production, and Swift. They drafted Colston Loveland. A lot of people thought, or not maybe a lot of people, I was people who thought they might have reached on that pick and should have got Tyler Warren. If you're going to get a tight end, I thought Tyler Warren was a much better prospect, but maybe he was just a better fit.
Yeah.
Colston Loveland
Yeah.
comes from Michigan. What does Michigan like to do? Run the ball. So he's slowly picking his pieces to assemble this team.
Mm-hmm.
First thing he does in the offseason, what does he do? Goes to get Joe Tooney from the Chiefs. So
That was a
he's capitalized
fleece.
on center, the interior of that offensive line. He's got center and guard. Now you get two running backs, you get a tight end to block. So he's 100% deserving of this coach of the year. Would not be mad. I think it's
Mm-hmm.
him or Vrabel
Yeah.
clearly. But yeah, I do like the Bears. If they win this game this week, they are not only now just saying, "Oh, let's see if we can get in the playoffs and see." Let's try to win this fucking Super Bowl this year. Why not? If we can knock off a team that everyone believes is this good, and we do it on the road, this would be what, 3 straight road victories
In
versus
Lambeau, not a joke.
3 NFC contenders. Like
I would
this
argue
team,
too.
you have to take them serious.
I would argue too that if they do beat the Packers, I think that this would be more impressive than the Philly win. Like,
Definitely,
I just think that going into Lambeau, it's a divisional game. The Packers are
they own
heating
you.
up.
They
Yeah. Oh
historically
yeah.
just own you.
Yeah. Imagine if Caleb's the guy who can break the curse. Like
Yeah,
that
but
would
I
be.
don't know when's the last time they won in Lambeau. We might want to maybe we'll drop something later on that. But
Yeah. I don't.
I don't know when's the last time they won in Lambeau.
Nah. It's probably been a long time. I don't think Jordan Love's ever lost to them at home. I'm not sure.
Yeah, because I
We'll have
remember
to
when
look into
Rodgers
that.
left, he
Oh
had that
yeah,
last thing
belt.
like, "Oh, I still own you," and I
It
feel
was
like they
belt.
won like 2 more times after
It
that. So
was belt. It was belt.
yeah,
I think the Packers are gonna. I think the Packers are gonna get it done. And if the pack on the other side of the coin, I'm saying if the Bears win, this will be their most impressive win. I think if the Packers win, if the Packers slap the Bears around, I'm bought back the hell in on. I know the Bear. I mean, like, look, I'm not trying to say the Bears aren't a good team, but if the Packers smack them around, bro, I think they might be the favorite. And I'm not just saying that because it's if they smack the Bears because the Bears are so good. I'm just saying in terms of like they're getting hot, like, and if they can keep on rolling, Jordan Love. I'm telling you, I don't want to glaze too much. Jordan Love is putting it on. He's top five. Jordan
yeah,
Love's top five.
I damn sure can't do that.
Jordan,
Wow.
Jordan Love is top five in every major statistical category for a quarterback. He's top.
And
So
CMC is top 5 in receiving yards, and we're not putting him as no top 5 receiver.
I think Jordan Love is gonna. I think Jordan Love, if he can
I think
just,
you're getting caught up in this moment right now, man.
I might be, but it's just something about Jordan Love. Like I don't know, like that's
You're not taking him over Josh Allen.
no, I'm not, no,
You're
but
not
there's
taking him
just
over Mahomes.
no, I'm not.
You're not taking him over Lamar. You're
Well,
not taking him over Lamar.
right now,
Yeah. Put Lamar on the Packers and put Jordan love
Oh yeah,
on
no.
the Ravens.
I agree. I agree.
Come on,
I
bro.
agree.
Come on, bro.
But
Let's not do that.
but speaking of Lamar, we can just jump right into that game. Steelers Ravens, another just absolutely massive implications,
Yeah,
divisional game. Bro, like I don't want to I can't even sit here like I'm a Lamar guy. Like the jersey's in the closet. You feel me? Like I can put it on right
yeah.
now. But I got to keep it real. These games that Lamar's been playing lately, they haven't
He's
been
looked awful.
they haven't been like
Yeah,
games where it's like, like he's just a little rusty. He'll get back in. He'll get back into it. He isn't playing his best. They are awful games. Like he's playing like he's having Looney Tunes turnovers. Like it
yeah.
it's bad. And going into this game, I think that this is a spot the Steelers could catch them napping. Like I think the Steelers could catch them napping Mason Rudolph or Aaron
I think they're
Rodgers.
napping. I don't think they're gonna be napping though. They might be able to win. I don't see them sleeping though.
I don't so look, the defense, I think the defense is I don't want to say fixed, but the defense is playing a lot better for the
Improved,
Ravens. Way
improved.
better. And
Yeah,
I always thought that they would because the pieces were always there. It was just such a weird start for them. So I do believe that the Ravens will be fine on defense. But Lamar has to get it together. And I know he's banged up. He has like he has a toe, a hamstring.
yeah.
And
Overly hurt.
he can't run like he wants to, and maybe that's adding an element of just extra thought in his head or whatever the case may be. But I think this is a spot the Steelers could catch him right here. Like this is the spot. If you're the Steelers, this is the spot because this. Correct me if I'm wrong. This is their first game, right?
Yeah,
Or
yeah. They play him
and
twice. They play
so
him. They play him twice.
and you know especially like divisional, but especially Steelers Ravens, it is so rare that one of the two just sweep the other team. Like when they get
Yeah.
together, it's always a dogfight. Tell me what you think about that. And do you think that Lamar will get it together for the Ravens in time? Because I know that they've already won enough games to get to the point of, okay, every game's not a true must win, but you got to feel the urgency is there. Like it's got to be.
Yeah, so I'll start with Lamar. He's obviously he's been horrible. Can't excuse the play. I'm a believer that if you're gonna go out there and you're gonna gut through injuries and play through injuries, and if you were to play well, we can't be out here praising you, be like, oh, he's doing so well, he's playing fighting through the injuries. But on the other hand, when you play bad, it's
Yeah.
oh, look at the injuries. So I'm a believer. If you're out there, you're
Yeah.
out there. I'm
Yeah.
taking it at face value.
Mhm.
Obviously, his game is hampered. Nobody's an idiot. We can see that he's
Yeah.
injured enough to play.
Mhm.
But I mean, we can't just give you the excuse. You know,
Yeah.
you're out there. So maybe Harbaugh and this Todd Monken and this offense, you need to find more creative ways to make Lamar more effective. Whether that's bringing in a couple, maybe you're going with the 12 personnel, keeping Likely and Andrews in there a little bit more. Maybe you feature Keaton Mitchell a little bit more. Obviously, he's the
Mhm.
fastest
I
player
like
on your
him.
team, and he barely gets touched. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was balling out 2 years ago
Mhm.
when Henry got hurt, I can't remember. He was balling out though, like
They
2 years ago.
love
He's playing
Justice
well.
Hill. They love
And
Justice
then
Hill.
last year he like nothing comes
Yeah.
in this year when he gets touches. He makes explosive plays, and that's the biggest thing the Ravens are missing right now is
Yeah.
explosive plays because a lot of
Mhm.
them come from your quarterback where he's escaping the pocket and he's creating with his legs, looking for receivers downfield. Right now, you don't have that, and
Yeah.
if Derrick Henry's not breaking a 70-yard run, Rashad Bateman, he's been horrible this year. Zay Flowers,
Yeah.
he looks regular, but I think he would be a great
Wide
like
receiver
elite
2.
wide receiver too. If you had Zay Flowers as your wide
He
receiver
can't
too,
be a
I think
1. He can't.
no,
Not at that
and
size.
he no he can't. But so I'll leave that for Lamar. Getting into the game, this is a game. Obviously, the Steelers could win. You look
Yeah.
at Lamar's his career versus the Steelers. He struggles up until last year. The playoff game absolutely dominated him, and the last regular season game going into the playoffs dominated him. But before that, he's looked pedestrian. So I think him being hurt, how he is,
Yeah.
I definitely can see this as a spot where he struggles.
Yeah.
This is going to have to be a defensive battle from two defenses who have been up and down, mostly
I think
down
it'll be a
all season.
nasty game. Like I think it'll be
It's going to have to
nasty.
be. So it's going to come down to who's turning the ball over. I think Rodgers is playing. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
So um, yeah, it's definitely it's a must win for both teams. I know they play again, but I think
Yeah.
this matchup will decide who goes to the playoffs. 'Cause I think it's just a ripple effect for going into your opponent. It's just you cannot lose this game
Mhm.
this week.
Yeah. And the Steelers literally got gashed by
Oh
the Bill. The
God.
Bills ran the same
Oh
play on the same inside zone on them about 30 times, worked every single time.
yeah.
They couldn't stop it. So they're definitely embarrassing right now. And I just think, you know, people are talking about, we've been talking about it all the time, Mike Tomlin being fired. And apparently, from insiders inside the organization, there's rumors floating that that's not even a thought. Like that's not even
Yeah,
on the table. Like they are not
I
entertaining
believe it.
that. I do because
I believe it.
that's what the Steelers do. Like they're just
Yeah,
stubborn as shit,
stubborn.
old
Yeah,
school. They don't change anything. They don't like change, and that's their Achilles heel. And if they want to die on that hill, then be my guest. I think the Steelers. This is coming off of a loss. Ravens also coming off of a loss too on
yeah,
Thanksgiving. So these are two teams that are going to be hungry for it, and Lamar needs to see one go in. So I don't know how you do that, but they got to run the ball. But for both teams, you got to run the ball because both these two quarterbacks are banged the hell up. Like
yeah.
Rodgers can't even fucking get under center that much, I don't think, because his hand's so
No,
messed
yeah,
up.
yeah. He can't even take directional snaps certain
Yeah.
ways because
Yeah.
it's too much pain.
That's crazy. Another must-win game, Texans Chiefs. Texans are very, very much alive to win their division. Very
Alive,
much.
they are looking like they win
Very
this.
much. Oh yeah. Oh
Hey,
yeah.
I'll let you go, but yeah, they're
Oh, the Chiefs. We gather at the round table every week and we talk about how the Chiefs are going to win and they must win. Um, man, I gotta say, Patrick Mahomes, I owe you an apology because I'm gonna be honest. At the beginning of the year, I was kind of falling victim to the like something's not right, like it doesn't look the same, like he's dropping off a little bit. And
ah,
you go back and watch all these close games, Patrick Mahomes is willing them. Absolutely willing them. Besides that one game against the Broncos where he threw the pick in the red zone,
yeah.
every other game he has put them in position and he is undoubtedly the best quarterback in the league. And the gap, even though like I'm a Josh guy,
I
the
think it's a
gap
big gap.
when you tell, all right, if I sat here and told you talent wise, obviously, well, I'm not gonna say obviously. Some people might argue that Patrick Mahomes is still more talented. I think it's obvious that Josh is more talented, gifted in the sense of just physical, just straight physical ability, arm talent, speed, size, durability, whatever, right? But when you talk about quarterbacks, you can't just think about that. You have to think about winning and clutch situations and just overall operation, and the gap is so big between Patrick Mahomes and the next guy. It's not even close. And I owe him an apology because I for a second I was buying the doom news. You know, I was buying it, but couldn't be more wrong. Patrick Mahomes is the guy. Texans defense obviously nasty as hell. This is going to be their toughest game, and we talk about it. They need to run the damn ball. It's going to be hard to run the ball on the Texans, but I mean, Brian, come on. We both know this. If there's anybody to scheme this thing up, it's Andy Reid. And I
Yeah.
think that they are going to have something for the Texans defense. Let me know what you think. And are we falling victim to the Texans or to the Chiefs winning this game? Are we buying the bait? Are we taking the bait?
I'll tell you what, I haven't been this is like the least amount of confidence I've had in the Chiefs in
Wow.
maybe ever. I
Wow.
won't lie. I'm not saying they can't win this game, but
Yeah.
I got little reason to believe other than obviously the previous history of just Mahomes just willing a victory.
Yeah.
Outside of that, just off nostalgia, I don't see how they could win this game. This Texans
Yeah.
team is hot right now, coming off four straight victories. Obviously, we mentioned the stellar defense. This
Yeah.
is the possibly the worst time the Chiefs could have played this team. They are going to be most likely without both of their tackles. One of the offensive linemen they have in will be a third stringer. So you already look at that. We've seen Mahomes when he does not have time and when the O line is bad. We've seen him not. I wouldn't say get exposed because every quarterback will get exposed. If
Oh
you're
yeah.
blitzed, we saw with Josh Allen versus Texans. That's somebody we just
That
mentioned.
was a
Yeah. So
that
if
was
somebody
one of
like
the
Josh
best performances
Allen,
from a defense I've seen on Josh Allen.
yeah, and Josh Allen, they had 8 sacks. He probably was responsible for about three of those,
Yeah.
holding on to the ball too long.
Trying to be
But to
Superman.
sack Josh, he is one of the hardest quarterbacks, maybe in NFL history. It's probably top five hardest quarterback to sack in NFL history,
Yeah.
and they got him down 8 times.
Yeah.
Not Mahomes. He's very mobile. He can obviously escape. He's going to have to use his legs this game. I
Mm-hmm.
think it's the game where you could
It's
see a
that time
Mahomes
of the
rushing
year.
touchdown.
It's that time of the
Yeah,
year.
Yeah, that's where that could be a topic for another time. That's where I have a little pushback on where Josh Allen is clearly the best, most talent. Because when it comes playoff time, we see Mahomes turn into the
Iconic.
best scrambler in the
Icon
playoffs. Like
but, like, you think
it
of,
is,
like, iconic Patrick Mahomes scrambles,
it is
like, they're just
year
etched
after
in your head,
year.
like,
I think of one of the Titans, the
uh-huh,
Super Bowl one against Philly on one
yeah,
leg.
yep.
Like, bro, this is
Against the Niners,
I
he
did
had
this with
some.
Tom Brady. I did this when Tom Brady when I was a kid. I was just like, man, this dude's not even that good. It's like just hating on him, and then I started to appreciate him
Yeah,
later in his
yeah,
career.
yeah,
I won't make the same mistake with Patrick. This is why I'm
yeah,
so high on Patrick. Obviously, I think he's the best quarterback. So I'm not going to give my official pick for this game.
yeah,
I'm not going to lie. I
yeah,
don't know who's going to win.
yeah.
I really don't.
Yeah, I don't know. Fuck it. Give me the Chiefs. We're just
Yeah, I mean that sounds
fuck it. Give
right.
me the Chiefs. Give me the
Vegas
Chiefs
is
at
loving
home.
them. They make them the favorites every week.
And you know
So it's
what?
just like,
The Chiefs, all the Chiefs' tough games left, they're blessed that they're an Arrowhead. So
yeah,
that's an edge. I don't give a damn who you are. That's an edge for any team coming
yeah.
into Arrowhead. I like the Chiefs to win that one. Another big game. Eagles Chargers. This is the Monday night game. Uh Man, I can't call this a must win for Philly because Dallas just lost. So that gets that gets the monkey off their back a little bit. You know, they get to kind of breathe. But at the same time, you can't really breathe because you're in your own little crisis inside of
Yeah,
the building. Like it's bad. Saquon Barkley is at 1,000 less rushing yards as we stand right now compared to where to compare this to this same point last season, 1,000 less yards. The drop off is insane. The O line play has not been the same. Jalen Hurts is being Jalen Hurts, and AJ Brown is just causing problems here and there. And then if you look at the Chargers, Justin Herbert just had surgery on his non-throwing hand. Lucky for him. And I don't think that it'll affect him too bad, but I mean, under center is going to be a question. I don't know. Obviously, we don't know what kind of wrap he's going to be wearing. If he has to wear one of those Aaron Rodgers types of wraps we saw, that thing is so bulky and it covers so much of your hand. Getting under center is going to be tough. Um,
yeah,
but the Chargers too. I would call this a must win for the Chargers too because the Chiefs
definitely.
are knocking and
Yeah,
it's not going to be a cakewalk for either team.
no,
These defenses though, Jalen Carter is out. That's a huge
yeah,
loss for Philly.
huge.
Two of the best defenses in my opinion though. Tell me what you think about this. What has to happen for what team to win? Like what is the key matchup of this game for either team?
I'll start. Yeah, I'll go. I'll do it for both. So I'll start with Philly. If they want to win this game, you are going to need every bit of all three teams coming
Yeah.
together. You need the
Yeah.
offense, you're going to need the special teams, and you're going to need the defense.
Yeah.
You obviously mentioned Jalen Carter being out, and we saw what happened when they played. We saw what happened when they played Dallas without him.
Yeah.
Dallas did. Dallas. I know it was week one, but Dallas did what they wanted with them. When
Yeah.
he is out, that is a whole different defensive line.
Yep.
They can't generate as much pass rush, and they
Yep.
can't plug the run up as much.
Yep.
So I think this is the game. Omarion Hampton may be returning, so
Yeah.
that could be something. You get him and Vidal going.
It's gonna be a nice little
But
two-headed monster.
yeah, the biggest thing for Philly though is Lane Johnson's not. He's still in
I
IR,
think
isn't he?
I think he's still out. I'll double check for
Yeah.
you.
So yeah, I know someone mentioned Jalen Hurts' record without
He's
Lane Johnson is
questionable,
like.
but he looks like he's gonna go. So
Okay, well, that's huge. If he doesn't go, Jalen Hurts is a completely different player. I think his record might be like 6-10 or something. He doesn't have a good record when Lane Johnson's out. Um, so I do think that he will have to. We've obviously seen AJ Brown. He's getting his targets and he's getting his catches and yards, but it's not equating to winning. Now I do believe I don't think AJ Brown is happy with that. Some
yeah,
people might think that oh yeah, I got my yards, but we're still losing.
yeah,
He wants to win, but let's make the winning go not go through me necessarily, but let me be a part of it. Like
yeah,
I'm one of the best receivers in the league. Nobody even discusses AJ Brown as a top 5 wide receiver anymore
yeah.
because of the production. So
Like the
this is something.
talent's there,
Yeah,
but it's just not he's
yeah,
not
it's
putting it
it's
on paper
obviously
right now.
this is a game I think is a more must win for obviously Philly in my opinion because
Yeah.
I know they're still gonna make the
Just
playoffs
from a
obviously, but
vibes, like
exactly
you
you
don't want to
lose this
fall
one,
off at this time of the year and go in and get spanked round
yeah,
one. Like
yeah,
that would be
and something
embarrassing.
about like when you're on a long flight, like they're going from Philly to LA, you
Yeah.
lose this game, that's a 5-hour flight back to
Yeah.
Philly. the vibes on the plane, it's gonna be silent as shit. Nobody's gonna want
Finger
to be
point,
talking to each
finger
other.
pointing on
Yeah.
the plane back.
And this could be something like a post game interview where somebody just finally snapped. It could be we could see Jordan
Hey.
Mailata just like there's a lot on this game, I believe.
Yeah.
For Chargers and Herbert. I'm not concerned with Herbert, honestly. This dude is a warrior to
Oh
me.
yeah.
I mean,
He'll be all
he
right.
plays for everything. I've seen him play with broken ribs. He's played with fractured fingers on his hand. So I'm not concerned about him and his durability. They need to win this game. It's a must win for them. Not as much as Philly, in my opinion, because I do believe the Chargers will still make the playoffs.
Yeah.
They can take care of business this week. They are at home, so that's good. Doesn't really mean much. SoFi Stadium, as we know, is just a venue for celebrities to come to. So Eagles fans will probably control majority of the crowd. So that's not a factor for them.
Yeah.
This will be a good game. This Sunday nighter or Monday
It's
nighter?
Monday night. Or I mean, no, yeah,
Monday
Monday night. It's Monday night. It's Monday night.
Monday night game, yeah. So we got a little bit of time for this one, so we
Yeah.
probably end up getting another breakdown on it. But
Yeah.
yeah, this will
The-
be a good one.
it's gonna be a good game, and the line for this game is so low. We're playing in a dome, and it's 41. The line's 41. Now, obviously, we saw in the Cowboys game, they played the Eagles play in a dome. Hard game to judge because they went 21 up, 21-0, and then just completely fell apart. They didn't keep their foot on the gas. They played conservative. They blew it. Everybody and their mom, it looks like, is betting on Philly. And I think that this is a spot the Chargers could get it done at home. I just don't think if, like I said, I say this a lot about Philly. If we're outside in the freezing cold and we have to play a football game, give me the Eagles against another really good team. But I think that the Chargers and Lad McConkey and you mentioned it, Amarion Hampton coming back, Vidal, you can kind of play him as a little bit more as like a receiving back now, instead of just giving him 25 carries. You know what I mean? He's not really built for that. Omarion Hampton
Yeah,
is. I don't know how much they're gonna include him. They're probably gonna slowly work him back in the rotation, but I think the Chargers are in a prime spot to pull off an upset. They're the home dog. They're getting 3 points. I think
it's
it's
a
like
lot.
2.5 now. I think I like the Chargers in the spot, and we'll have to see. I'm telling you though, if the Eagles lose this game and go 8-5, like we said, they're gonna make the playoffs. They're fine, but oh my god, like I genuinely can't. Like, I don't want to be dramatic, but I think that if they lose this game, like the run is over in terms of just like it just seems so broken, like inside the locker
Yeah,
room. It just everything seems like such a mess. I don't know what the hell they're gonna do, but they gotta run the damn ball. They gotta give it to Saquon 30 times. I don't care if he's averaging just a couple yards. Like, just give it to him. Just give him the ball.
yeah, and we might need to see some more design Hurts runs or something. Like I
Yeah,
don't know,
they gotta
or
mix
maybe
that in.
feature the running back we traded for mid-season. I don't know.
Yeah,
Can Tank Bigsby can he get some love? I mean, we
yeah.
traded him for what?
I
Like
saw a stat that said he was like
just to say we had a pick.
I saw a stat. It was like a crazy stat that he was like first in the league in something because he only played like what, like one full game or
Yeah,
some shit. And it
and I
was
believe
like,
he's a solid running back. He was a great college running
yeah,
back. I
yeah,
think he should be getting some more feature time. Like Saquon, obviously Saquon's still a great running back to me. Having a down year, maybe
yeah,
that's obviously because the mileage. I mean, you
yeah, oh,
get
yeah.
fucking
It's
400,
catching
get
up.
400 touches. Like it's gonna be OD. Like
Yeah,
they got to feature him more. So maybe you lean into more of a 60-40 split, whereas now it's probably like 75-25.
yeah,
So
yeah,
maybe you just see because the offense it looks dead in the waters. Last week versus Philly, you put up what 3 points in the second half and
yeah.
lost. I mean, not versus Philly, versus Cowboys. I mean, you put up 3 points in the second half. So this offense been up and down all season. You got to try something out, or you'll be going home round one. And I don't think it matters who they play.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. Let's talk a little NBA. It's been a little minute. Obviously, as the season goes on, we're gonna talk a lot more basketball. Not
Yeah,
only us, you know how it is. Football is king. So, obviously, we have to talk about. We only got a certain amount of games to talk about during the
yeah.
season, so we got to just flood it. But LeBron's streak is over. Bug. Oh man, such a
Damn,
sad
damn,
day,
damn.
especially for our generation. We grew up on LeBron and the Warriors and the Cavs. Like, that was it. 1,297 games straight, 10 plus points for LeBron, and it was broken. And what more poetic fashion could you ask for to assist Rui to win the game, had the ball in his hands, made the right play. And I think that everybody that was saying when LeBron was out that he's selfish and he's jealous of Luca, you can go stick that up your ass.
Jealous of
Uh,
Luca is nuts. I'm literally LeBron
yeah,
James.
yeah, no, and you know what? That's LeBron's fault for being so great. You know that this is
Yeah.
the standard that they hold you to, even when you're 45 years old and dealing with sciatica. So whatever Braun haters want to say about this, it's fine. But yeah, this is just we're coming. It's close. Like LeBron's
Yeah.
the time's
Yeah, no,
ticking.
and if you watch him, he's starting to look older.
Yeah,
It's honestly it's sad because 2 years ago when he was 39, 40, I was like, yo, like I was
yeah.
like, bro, he's still
This is
I was like, he might literally play till 50. Like I'm not seeing no
yeah.
slowing down.
No.
Now I'm starting to see the decline.
Yeah.
And I mean, good lord, it's been 23 years, bro. You finally
Yeah.
have declined.
We can't
And
knock
I
you
know you
at
said
all.
yeah,
Like,
I know you said 1,200 games, and that seems like a lot, but I want to put that in perspective, bro. The last time he scored single digits, you were 5 years old.
nah, that's
You
crazy.
were 5 years
That's
old the
crazy.
last time he scored single digits in a game.
Nah,
To
that's
come out there
nasty.
on a night, and he it's not like he was just shying away from the ball. He had a bad night. He
Yeah.
was, I think, like 3 of 16, 4 of 15, something like that. And a night where Austin Reeves, who's probably gonna be an all-star this season, he's balling out. He
Balling.
another 40 piece last night,
Yep.
and the last play was drawn up for Austin Reeves. They get him over there. The Raptors go double him. LeBron, perfect time. He's cutting to the basket. I'm like, damn, he's about to get 10th on a game winner. How poetic.
All
He's
right.
got Emmanuel quickly in the lane on him. And they set a beautiful back screen on the opposite side for Rui Hachimura to knock down the three. And that's what LeBron's done his whole
Yep.
career. He's not caught up with how many points I'm
Makes the right
scoring,
play.
makes the right play when it's needed. If LeBron wanted to go out, I truly, not now, obviously, but in his day, if LeBron wanted to go out and average 35 a game, it would not be hard
He's
at
going to the
all.
cup every time. Like,
That's not conducive. Yeah, it's not conducive to him winning games and his team when he was in his prime going to the NBA Finals every single year. He probably would
yeah.
have been out round one, round two, but y'all would have been like, "Oh, he's averaging 40 though." Like, nah, I'm gonna average a triple double and we're gonna win. So it's kind of it's happy and sad to see it because
Yeah.
like now the pressure's finally off, so you can just
Yeah.
like not that he wasn't playing free
Yeah.
and so you're
Yeah.
23, like you have nothing to prove, but just like got that okay, like damn, I don't got the pressure of I gotta score 10 just to keep my streak going.
Right.
You got all the streaks in the world. It's gonna probably go down as a meaningless record in 10, 15 years, but
Yeah.
to display that dominance over 18, damn near 2 decades is
Insane.
unreal.
Yeah, I think LeBron like trust me, I know LeBron gets plenty of credit, but I don't think that he gets enough for for winning with that Cleveland team. That Cleveland team on paper, like in the moment,
2018, you talking about 2018
yeah,
team going to the
yes,
finals?
in the moment, like 2018 while we're watching it happen live, it's like, all right, like the team around him like isn't that good, but you didn't really think of it. Come
Yeah,
fast forward to now, looking back at those names on that roster, knowing what we know now after all these years, it just gets more and more impressive. And I still think
yeah.
he has the best ring of all time. Not even close, not a debate. The hardest ring,
Man,
the best ring. Besides who else? I mean,
I would say Dirk. I
I was
like
gonna
Dirk's
say
ring as the
Dirk. That
hardest,
was, I
honestly.
mean, Dirk willed them, but I don't know. I think that the 3-1. I think it's the fact that it's the roster, the three
I think
one.
it's definitely the greatest comeback. But yeah, I like Dirk's run a little bit
Mm-hmm,
more than the
mm-hmm,
Cleveland Cavaliers run, but
mm-hmm.
it's definitely the best finals win probably ever.
And to do it on the super team of Golden State, like that's just it's a David Goliath moment, and I think that over time that's just going to appreciate and value more and more.
Oh yeah,
And LeBron, the time. So it's weird because everybody. So we know that like he's gonna probably announce like this is my last season before because he wants to do his farewell tour and whatnot. I do think that after this year, the season coming up, I think that that's gonna be it. I think it's gonna be his farewell
yeah.
tour,
It's
and
right along with my timeline.
yeah,
I had next season. I had
yeah,
next season. I think I said 3, 4 years ago. I was like, he's got like four more.
yeah.
Next season, I think will be his last season.
It kind of happened so fast though. Like Like
Yeah,
we
it's
were
just
like,
isn't it crazy to think about
yeah,
him being on the Lakers? This is the longest he's ever been on a team.
yeah.
This is his long. I mean, he went to Cleveland, left, came back, so you can count that if you want. But like single 10 year, he's been here
He
since
has never been
2019.
hurt. Like
It
he's
just it
never
doesn't get
been
hurt.
hurt. He's never
If it
been
wasn't
hurt.
for Solomon Hill, I don't know if you know the Solomon Hill lore that everyone like hates Solomon Hill
I know
because
what you're talking about.
he fucked up his knee like
I
2019, and that's
know.
like where everything went
Uh,
downhill,
uh.
bro. If it wasn't for Solomon fucking Hill, he'll probably be playing until he's 50.
And it's and it not only just like overall, but like from the level of play last year. Like even last year was like, what the
Oh my
fuck?
god, he was balling.
Like
Yeah, I didn't even think he was gonna be that
the
good. Like,
drop off like was pretty huge. Then that's why I say next year might be it because the drop off with the obviously with the injury, like it's a pretty big drop off. I know he's only what like 3-4 games back. He's gonna get more
yeah,
settled in. He'll probably look a little bit better. But man,
this is the first time in my career, or
yeah,
not my career, me watching him, I could say he's not a top 10 player.
yeah,
This is the first. It's
yeah,
been 23 years, and I can
yeah,
finally say I don't think LeBron's a top 10 player in the NBA
yeah.
anymore.
Hey, who knows? Maybe he heals up mid-season and
But if
gives
there's
us
somebody
another.
who's gonna prove me wrong, it would be
Yeah,
fucking LeBron,
yeah.
bro.
No,
Like,
don't worry. LeBron's gonna have his 30 ball. He's gonna have
oh,
his
he's still.
moment.
Oh,
He's
he
gonna
was
have
still.
his moments. He's gonna
Yeah,
have his
don't get it.
moments.
LeBron at 75%
Yeah,
health or whatever is still better than 80% of the league. So
100%. Hell yeah. Uh, all right. Let me ask you this. How do I frame this? This is a fun question for you as a Dubs fan. Are
oh
you
god,
trading? Are you trading Pods,
yes.
Jackson? Listen, it's a package. Pods, Jackson, and Moody. Pods,
For
Jackson, and
who?
Moody for LeBron. Straight up.
Yeah, yeah.
Really?
Dude,
Really?
fuck Pajinski, bro. This guy is a fucking. I can't even believe he's still on the roster, bro.
They don't
Like,
like him.
I
They
don't.
don't like him.
I'll end up fucking ranting for 15 minutes. I don't even want to start going on Pajinski like that, bro. Like, just for LeBron, like, if you would have said Kaminga, probably been
Yeah.
like, nah, let me keep my
Like,
youth.
yeah, yeah.
'Cause essentially, all I see that trade as is Moody for LeBron because
Right, right.
Pajinski's
Moody's gonna be
garbage.
the one that's like, I can't give him
Trace
up.
Jackson Davis, he could be a
I
depth
thought he was
piece
gonna
on
be
a bench
better. I
for
thought he was gonna be a
anybody.
lot better. I don't know.
Who?
Tracy Jackson?
Oh yeah, because him and Pajinski rookie year, they both made first team all rookie.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I was like, yeah, we actually got a
Jackson
little
played at
core.
Indiana, right?
Yeah,
He
4 year.
looked
He's a
good,
solid
dude.
starter.
He looked
Yeah, he was a solid
good.
starter. But I also think when you come to Warriors, it's just a whole different system. So if you're a player
Y'all,
that just
you are the
it's
Warriors
just
are the
not
worst
the
team to
same.
go to for a young player. Get
Yeah.
ready for your entire life to be ruined by
Yep.
Steve Kerr.
Yeah. You're gonna have to revolve your whole game around Steph Curry. You're gonna have to deal with that freaking tyrant and just overall just toxic, cancerous guy and Draymond Green.
It's a
Like it's
fucking the
just
Warriors are fucked. The Warriors are
yeah, we're
fucked.
fucking cooked. Yeah, we're
That's
cooked.
fucking up.
And I
Speaking
don't know if you saw the game
uh,
yesterday. I know you probably didn't see it. We played Philly yesterday, and
y'all lose?
the score in the first quarter. Oh yeah, we lost, but it's the way we lost. I would have rather it just get blown out
Did
because
Tyrese have like a
we
50
started.
ball? I heard like
He
he
had
went
like
off.
40, but I
Yeah.
mean he's giving everybody
Yeah.
40, so that's not really that much to me. But we were down in that first quarter 27-5. 5 points.
No.
I think we finished the quarter with like 11 points, which is horrible. And then we fought all the way back, took the lead up 3 with like 90 seconds to go, and they don't close the game out. They don't box out. It's just obviously we had no Curry, no Jimmy, so I wasn't expecting us to win. But when we get in a game like that and then lose it, bro, it's just
Yeah.
like we're just average. Like
Yeah.
we can. I think on our best night we can beat anybody in the league. On an average night we can get 30 balled by anybody in the league.
Yeah.
So it's a completely average team. They have not shown me nothing to change. They don't want to go get no big man. Like
Yeah.
this turned into a Warriors rant. So let's just get to the picks. I can
Yeah.
already like feel my blood
Yeah.
boiling. Like
All right. I'll go first here, and then if you want, we can just alternate pick by pick. So I'll go and then you go. My first
okay.
one, it's not like me at all. First off, I have to mention
I
this.
got yeah. I'm gonna just preface this. I got some nasty ones on here.
First off, I gotta say I am not a fan of taking these two leg picks, these 2-leg parlay picks. but sometimes they're like for this one, I love this one. Like I love this one. I put 3 units. I usually put it 1 or 2 units. I put 3 on this one because I love it so much. New Orleans Saints
Oh my
plus
god.
17 and a half
Okay.
with the Los Angeles Rams minus 3.5 against the Cardinals. That is
Ooh,
a minus 110 2-leg pick, as nasty as it gets. And
that's nasty.
I think the
That
Saints.
3.5 Rams is really
Oh yeah, oh
nasty.
yeah. Oh, I feel like that's going to be I think the Cardinals always do this against good teams. I think that the only saving grace I have is the fact that the Panthers just beat the Rams. So I do think that they are a little bit angry, and I think that they're going to whoop
Yeah.
on. And the Cards are not going to have Marvin Harrison. I don't think they'll have their running backs are out. Trey Benson's still gone. It's a shit show over there. I like them to cover that. And give me your first pick.
Yeah, so I'm really going the opposite. I don't have a lot of confidence in this pick. It's really just I'm fading the public, and that's the
Yeah,
pick you
it's what you
just
got to
said.
do.
I'm going with the Cardinals plus 8.5 at home.
Yeah.
We mentioned it. This team has pretty much, I think, 14 games. So pretty much 12 out of 14 games have been within 1 score. So
Against some
this is a
good
team that
teams.
fights. Yeah, and I don't think they're going to win the game, and they don't need to win the game. I just need them to not get beat by 9 points.
8.5's a
This is a
lot.
team. Jonathan Gannon, say what you want about him. I don't think he's that great of a coach, but one thing he does do is pressure the quarterback.
Yeah.
Obviously, Matthew Stafford, this is a guy that is not mobile, never been mobile in his career. So if you can heat him up, kind of limit some of the operation and timing that this Sean McVay offense wants to use with Puka, and you got to find a red zone answer on defense. They've been cooking everyone with Devontae Adams one-on-one. I'm doubling them. You're going to have to run the ball with Kyrie to
Yeah.
beat me. I don't care.
Mhm.
I can't keep giving this duo the confidence week in and week out where he's just goal line merchanting us. Like
Automatic. Automatic.
nothing we can do. So I do like the Cardinals plus 8.5. Obviously they're hurt, but their roster's trash enough anyway. This is really just a fade in the public spot.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit here and try to
Everybody's
sell you
gonna
that
add
the
the
Cardinals are
Rams on their
good. Yeah,
parlays
exactly
and
what you just said. They're looking at, they just lost to the Panthers, and
yeah.
maybe the Panthers, we might have to take them a little bit more serious, or we might have to dumb the Rams down a little bit. Who
Yeah.
knows? But yeah, give me the Cardinals.
Yeah, and that's a good point because the Rams did not play a good game against Seattle either. They didn't play a game against the. Well, I wouldn't even
Yeah.
say they didn't play a good game against the Panthers, but we cooked their ass. So,
Yeah, like would I be
fuck the
surprised if
Rams.
Rams come out there and blow the doors off them? I would not
Absolutely
be,
not.
but
Yeah.
I'm really just praying that I get it right.
All right, I got one. A Saturday game. Georgia money line. Alabama. Alabama has been playing some bad football, and I am telling you right now, the dogs are going to blow the doors off of that team. Ty Simpson, he's been looking very. Ty Simpson played himself out of a first-round pick in the last 3 games. I'm just going to put it like that. Ty Simpson went from talked about as being the second. Some people had Joe Klatt had Ty Simpson as a better prospect like a month ago, as a better prospect than Fernando Mendoza. I think that that's fucking bullshit. Give me the Georgia Bulldogs on the money line, minus 130. I think it's like minus 140 now. No chance they lose. No chance we lose to Alabama. It's not happening. It's not happening.
No chance. A team
Already,
that you can't
already
beat.
lost. No, all we are. That's what I'm saying though. We already lost. So it's not happening again. Zero chance. Kirby is not fucking around with the. I know some people are like, "Oh, don't put us in the SEC championship. Doesn't mean shit." Kirby wants
Nah, I'm not
every
gonna say that.
fucking
Yeah.
game, every trophy that we can play for. Kirby wants to play for it. I got the Georgia Bulldogs on the money line, and I got another college pick I'll give after you give yours. Your next one.
Okay. My second pick, or because you only have what? You have 3 total.
I have.
How many
I,
you
I,
got?
I think I have 4.
Okay, all right, yeah, we'll go back and forth then. All right, yeah, my second pick. Give me the Bills minus 5.5 versus the Bengals.
I like
This
that.
Bengals defense. I know they. I just think if I were to take the
They're
Bengals, I need
inflated
like
after
7.
beating the Ravens.
Yeah, I need like 7.5, 8.5. If I'm
Yeah,
gonna feel
yeah.
comfortable with the Bengals here. It's a 1 touchdown game. This is not a game I think that will come down to a field goal. You look at this Bengals run defense. I mean, defense overall, they played a good game versus the Ravens last week, but they're dead last in pretty much every category.
Yeah.
I think this is a game where James Cook, you'll see him go off again. They'll repeat some of that same success that they had versus Pittsburgh last week, where they ran for
Up.
280 yards. I think it's a similar formula. You only bring out Superman when you need him.
Yeah.
If you can just keep Clark Kent in the office, let's keep him in there.
Yep.
So like, I would only recommend tossing the ball over if it gets into a game where we need him to do that. But this is a game the Bengals can score 30 points in this game, and I don't think they could stop Josh Allen from scoring 37. Like
Yeah.
it's just one of those games where I'm not really too concerned with how many points or what the offense looks like. I think for the Bengals to win this game, it's going to have to be in the air. This Bills
Mhm.
defense is pretty decent against the run. Obviously, they're going to throw the ball all over with Joe Burrow, so
Yeah.
it'll be a good, interesting match. It'll be a fun game to watch, but
Mhm.
I'd like the Bills -5.5.
Yes, sir. All right, I got another nasty two-legger. This one's -110. Seattle Seahawks -2.5 at the Atlanta Falcons.
I like it.
Parlay that with the Rams Cardinals under 54.5. I think that game will be a lot nastier than people think. And I'm rocking with the two legs this week again. This is like the
Yeah.
third week in a
I
row I'm
like that
rocking
two
with them.
leg.
Yeah.
I do. I like that two leg a lot. Because I don't see the Cardinals being able to put up more than 17, 20, and the Rams
I think it'll be
probably put up
nasty.
like 25, 27. Yeah, so definitely like that under 54. My third pick going along similar to your first pick in that two leg you just mentioned, and it's Seattle -7 versus the Falcons.
Okay.
It's kind of just Seattle. They've been when they play
They
teams that are
whoop
not good,
teams. They
they
whoop
are
them.
beating the hell out of. They're not keeping these. Granted, the Titans game, they're beating the hell out of Titans. They kind of came back garbage time. Cam Ward. I mean, he finally looked like what you've been wanting to see at number
Sammy
one pick.
D's
But
due. Sammy D's due for a fucking
yeah,
too.
and
He's due.
Sammy, yeah, he is due. This is a team being on the road doesn't concern them. Like we've mentioned that before, they don't lose on the road. Maybe one or two losses under Mike McDonald in his tenure so far. They're finally starting to run the ball. We're
Yeah.
finally seeing
Yes,
just
sir.
some effectiveness running the ball. So this Falcons defense, they're not nothing. I don't know where they rank in the run, but I don't think they're nothing crazy in the run game. Like I don't think they have anybody notable that's just completely run stopping and just wrecking the game.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like Seattle. The defense is obviously you got Kirk Cousins back there. That's a statue.
Yeah.
I think Mike McDonald's going to heat his ass up.
They just
Drake
lost to the
London,
Jets.
yeah. So it's just like God, like the
Yeah.
Jets, bro.
They just lost to the
Like
Jets.
so, you got. I think Drake London's questionable to play. Excuse
That would
me.
be
I don't really
crazy.
think it matters. I don't think it matters if he plays. I don't
Yeah.
think they can. I don't think they'll be able to keep up. Honestly,
Yeah.
I think the Seahawks would blow them out.
Yeah. I like that. I like that pick. All right. My last play for the weekend. It's a square play, but I just don't
Gotta have
see
one.
I just don't see
Oh,
a
and I know where,
world.
and I know what it is.
I don't see a world where Ohio State loses to Indiana. There's no chance, no way. I like the Buckeyes to win by 10 plus. They're -4. They were -4. I took a -3.5 at -120. There's just no chance. I'm sorry. I like Indiana. Cinderella story's cool, but these are NFL players on Ohio State that are going to be lining up on the other side of them. So I like Ohio State Buckeyes to blow the doors off Indiana. And I want to see a good game, but I think 4 points. I mean, like I said, I think they won 10 plus. So that's my
Yeah, I
final
like the
pick.
Buckeyes too. All time collegiate defense it's looking like.
Yep.
My fourth pick, and I hinted at it a little earlier in the show. Chicago Bears +6.5.
Okay.
Now I contemplated subbing this out with the Vikings -1.5, but then I just realized
Oh, you
there's
can't do it again.
there's
Yeah.
no reason why JJ McCarthy should be favored over anyone on earth.
Nope.
So I was like, yeah, I'm just not doing that.
Yeah.
Watch them win. But yeah, give me Chicago. Ben Johnson, we mentioned it earlier. He's 100% invested in this rivalry. He does not. He has openly said, "I don't like Green Bay. I want to keep beating on Green Bay." So
Yep.
that if I'm a player on both sides, if I'm the Packers locker room, that's fuel to the fire for me. But if I'm the Bears, it's like, all right, it means something to him.
Yeah.
Now it's got to mean something to us because
Yeah.
he's going in there. He's completely changed that Bears culture.
Mhm.
Obviously, I know the Packers, they have a run defense that is good, but I think with this wide zone scheme that obviously Ben Johnson came from running in Detroit, I think he's gonna be running at Micah Parsons a lot. We watched if you watch obviously the Cowboys versus Detroit last season, where the Lions literally just made a joke of them, ran up 50, throwing a Penei Sewell. A
Yep.
lot of that started in the run game, and Micah Parsons was on that team. So I think if they can run that ball, obviously Caleb Williams does not turn the ball over.
Yep.
So I think the game, if he can not turn the ball over, we're going to need more than 58% completion. I will say that.
Yeah.
I think this is a game where Caleb Williams needs to show
Yeah.
why were you number one pick? We didn't take you number one overall to be a game manager, because it's not like this. It's not like this Bears roster is set in stone. They don't have crazy pieces. Odunze, he's cool. He hasn't really. He started off hot in the season's he's kind of fizzled out a little bit, and this run game has just completely emerged. The defense is nothing crazy. Like nobody. It's really a bunch of guys. Maybe a bunch of misfits, you might want to say, that just people are just taking a chance on, and
Yeah.
they're playing for each other. Because I look at this roster and I don't see an all-star roster. Like I see
Yeah.
maybe five like great players on this team.
Yep.
So this is a spot. Obviously, Green Bay. The reason why I'm going against them, they don't blow anybody out. Not that
Yeah.
7 is a blowout. It's just
Yeah.
most of the games they play are scored. I know they kind of handled Detroit last week, but I'll take that as a one-off considering the sample size for the rest of the season. So yeah, give
Detroit's
me
defense so bad.
Chicago plus 6.5. That I am 16-8 on the year. So hopefully we can. I would love a 4-0 week. That would be great. But I'll take a 3-1. So yeah, those are my 4 picks for the week.
Yes, sir. All right. Picks are in. Y'all get y'all slips in. And good luck to everyone that tails. We appreciate y'all for checking out the episode. If y'all did, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And we will catch you guys on the next episode. Peace.